Hello, welcome back. So great to see you all. And I thought, what a great way for us to wrap up this session would be to start from the basics. Yeah. So, although we're beginning, I would love to think about we've gone through so many different things this summer in terms of how to transition from one season to the next. And now we're about to go into the fall. So, I'm really excited to see how we can make this fantastic change. But before we do, I thought, what a great idea would it be to get back to the basics? So, one of our first sessions, we began to go over some yoga basics and some Pilates basics. So, today I figured, let's get back to basics. All right. So, we'll start with some very, very simple classical Pilates principles. And then we will move into a progression in terms of like maybe the progress you've made. From back then, I was kind of talking you through. But today we're going to kind of get into it and go right away and see how you're feeling. And if this is brand new to you and you've never done it before, no worries. We will meet you where you are. And most importantly, before you start any new form of exercise, please check in with your primary care doctor. Any new things for the body is to be done respectfully. Okay, so let's get this party started. Right. So I have my mat here, and we will start at the very, very top. All right. I'll bring it back a little more so you can see the bottom here. Let's see. I think that's going to be a better position. Great. All right. So from here, we'll have you start at the very bottom of your mat. Okay, and if you're a practitioner that's, someone who's constantly moving and you're used to Pilates, you can actually start at the very top. All right, and you'll bring one foot behind you, palms one on top of the other, and slowly let your body come all the way down to the floor seamlessly, and then round your body all the way down. Okay, from here, we'll begin. So you'll exhale, curl your spine up, right? Pressing the feet together and rolling them down. This is going to be a better position for us. You can see my whole body and I can see you. And then lower the body down. And exhale, right? If it's too hard on your neck and shoulders, you can just find the connection, press into the bottom of the feet, squeeze the inner thighs together and curl on up. And then lower the body down. If you want to keep your head down, you're welcome to by just squeezing and releasing, right? Squeeze and curl and release. Climbing all the way up. Climb, climb, climb. Stay here if it's appropriate. And we'll pump the arms for the hundreds. Breathe in and out. Into your nose. Out through the mouth. Into. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. And out. We're doing this 10 times, which will make the hundreds. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. And out. In. Out. 3 more. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. Exhale, 2, 3, relax. Lower your head down, stretch the legs out, reach the arms up, squeeze the heels together. And then exhale, roll the body all the way upright. Reach it forward for 3, 2, 1. And then squeezing your thighs and peel your spine all the way down. Again, exhale, bring it forward. Drop the head or reach for 1, 2, 3. Squeeze the heels together and peel them down. And reach it forward, exhale, reach 3, 2, 1, and squeeze and peel. All right. And one more time, reach. If you can't come all the way up, it's okay for you to do that introductory exercise that we started with, where you just curl up and down. Good, and then bring the hands down to the side of the waist, reach the right leg up to the ceiling, grab behind the right knee, give it a nice bend, stretch it up, and bend it in. Extend it up, and bend, and reach it up, and then ankle circles for 3, 2, 1. Reverse for 3, 2, 1. Let's do a big leg circle around for 1 and lift. 2 and lift. 3 and lift. 4 and lift. One more time for 5. So this is the single leg circle, just circling the leg around and lift. 2 and lift. And your goal is to keep the trunk of the body completely still. So that may mean you have to do less range of motion with the leg to make sure the rest of the body is in unison, right? Bend the knee, switch it out. Same thing, opposite leg, pull the knee into the chest, stretch the leg up, bend it in. Reach it up, bend it in. One more time, reach it up, ankle circle for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And circle around 5 and lift. 4, 3, 2. Keep breathing the whole time. And 1. Keep the pelvis as stable as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Notice the legs should actually stop at the very end. Reach the arms up. We're going to transition to the next exercise by doing a roll up. If you can't roll up, you can lie on your side. Keep the ribs connected. Exhale, round the body forward. Reach forward. Scoot the pelvis forward. Grab onto the shins. Squeeze the heels tight, and you're going to round the back and bring it back. 2 more. Curl and 1 more time. Squeeze those heels to the bottom of the pelvis. Good, and then from this position, you're going to pull your right knee into the body. Slowly descend and do the single leg stretches. Pull the right knee in and switch, and switch, and switch. And 3, good. Have awareness so the navel's pulling away from your t-shirt the whole time. Elbows stay open. If the neck and shoulders get tired, drop them down. 5 more, 4 more. 3 more, 2 more, last 1. Good, hug the knees in, release the head. Take a nice deep inhale, exhale. Good, same thing, curl the head and shoulders up, squeeze into the heels, elbows stay open, inhale, reach the arms and legs away from the center. Exhale, hug the knees in. Inhale, reach, exhale and catch. Breathe in, reach, and if it's too much on the neck and shoulders, you can bring your hands behind the head for this one. Squeeze, exhale in. Elbows stay open, back stays up. Reach the arms in and then catch. If you're doing it with the arms, add them here. Otherwise, hands go behind the head. 3 more. Squeeze the inner heels together. You're in a small turned out position. 2. Good, 1 more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, relax. All right, from this position, reach the right leg up to the ceiling. Left leg's gonna go halfway in front of you. You're gonna grab behind that right leg. You're gonna give it 2 pulls and switch. All right, while you're here, look up to the belly. Give it 2 pulls. Try to catch as high as you can. And pull, pull. And pull, pull. And pull, pull. And 5. And 6, and 7, and 8, and 9. Really being mindful that you're not just pulling at the legs, but your body's staying fairly isolated, depending on the flexibility that you have. Good. From here, we're going to do the double straight leg stretch. So reach the legs all the way up. You have 2 options. You can either keep the hands behind the head with the elbows pressed down onto the floor, or you can curl the head and shoulders up off the ground like so. Elbows staying open, right? Trying to bring the backwards up. Then you can lower the legs 1, 2, 3. Exhale, lift. So a more beginner place to start is right here. We do a little bit at a time. You squeeze the inner heels, squeeze the glutes. All right, if you need to rest your head again, you can keep them there. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, lift. You want to graduate and lower the legs a little bit lower, and you can really control the pelvis, then you can. When you come back up, you should stop at 90 degrees, all right? And 5 more. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, and lift. 2, 2, 3, and lift. Remember the modified. Lower 2, 3, and lift. 2 more. 2, 3. 1 more time. And bend the knees to rest. All right. You should be feeling warmer. Heart rate should be up. All right. So curl the head and shoulders up. And we're going to do the crisscross, right? So the elbows are going to stay open. One palm again is on top of the other. Elbows stay open. You're going to twist, open the elbow, lift up the back. So you're almost looking back toward the open elbow. And then you're going to twist, right? So you're not kind of crunched over. Both elbows are open. You're trying to get the back ribs up. And twist, and twist, and 2, and twist. 3, 4, 5, open, 6, and 7. It's the hardest part is trying to get the back ribs off the floor. 2 more. 1 more time. Lift up. Last one. Bring it up and relax. Nice, strong awakening in the lower systems, all right? From this position, reach the legs out in front of you. Curl the body all the way up. And then let's do the spine stretch forward, okay? So scoot your body back. The legs are going to stay about mat distance apart. Flex through the heels. Arms reach forward. All right, and the hands are going to be on an imaginary table. You're going to reach the fingertips long. Reach the back up. Lengthen the arms out. And then dump the air. Inhale. Exhale, dump it all out. Stack it back up. Shoulder blades go down. Inhale, lengthen through the waist. Exhale, dump it all out. Put a big ball in front of you so you're stretching out the whole length of the spine. Engage the lower system and stack the vertebra, stack the vertebra, stack the vertebra, stack the vertebra, and roll. Twice more. If it's too hard on the hips, you can bend the knees. You can sit into a chair and do the same exercise. Stack it up, stack it up, stack it up, stack it up. Once more, breathe in. Exhale, dump it out. And stack, 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 and relax. All right? So that is the mini mat. How did that go for you? I hope it was fantastic, all right? So we did our hundreds, which basically help us warm up the entire body. We did our roll-ups, which if you do have access to having the ability to roll up and down, it's really wonderful. Really stretches out the back and the legs, helps you stabilize the lower systems, really anchors and activates all the abdominal muscles. So do the single leg circles, which are fantastic for opening up the hips, lubricating the hip joints, stretching out the hips and the lower back. And all of the 5 series helps with digestion, very similar to Padottasana 2 in yoga, which we practiced on here. So connecting all the dots little by little, every single thing that you're doing here can be so incredibly just healthy for you, okay? Especially if it's for your body. And it really, really requires attention and time for you to start to be nuanced in how that works for each person, okay? So from here, we're going to flip over into our belly, and we're going to do a little bit of posterior work, okay? We'll swing the legs back, and we'll do press-up neck roll, okay? So from this position, it's very similar to Cobra in yoga. Cobra usually have both hands down here. Not Cobra, we usually bring the hands back here. But Sphinx pose is similar, okay? So you're going to take a nice deep inhale, and you'll breathe. And I want you to breathe and bring the palms slightly behind you. You're going to bring the elbows close to the back, and you're going to lift up your chest. Look to the right. Drop the head all the way down, and then look to the left. Feel the shoulder blades go down. Zip the inner thighs together, and then lower the body. All right, your goal is to try to pull the abdomen up as much as you can. Press the palms down. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Lift the chest up. Look to the left. Drop the head down, around and up. Come back to the center. And look down, around and up. It requires so much work to keep your body this high, and then lower all the way down. And we're going to sit back into child's pose. Knees go wide. Head drops down between the arms. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Again, breathe in. And out. Good, all right. From this position, let's have you lie onto your belly. Both of the elbows come underneath, like Sphinx pose in yoga. Press the fists down and zip the inner thighs together. Feel the fist press as you pull the abdomen. You're going to kick your right heel to the seat. switch. Notice my seat is not relaxed, right? It's engaged. My abdomen is up off the mat, right? Same thing, opposite leg. Kick, kick, and switch. Neck is long, shoulders down. The deltoids are engaged, the lateral muscles underneath the armpits. Good. And we'll keep kicking, kick, kick, and switch. Inner thighs are close. Good. Fists are pressed. It's almost like you could fit something underneath the elbows here. 3 more. Kick, kick, switch. Kick, kick, switch. 2 more. Kick, kick, switch. Kick, kick, switch. 1 more time. Kick, kick, and kick, kick. Relax, all right? Let your head drop down. Breathe and feel the stretch in the neck as you lie here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Switch ears. Same thing. Breathe it on in. Breathe it out. Good. And then feel the difference on the left or the right side of your neck. And then bring your body all the way upright. And we'll go into our next exercise. So normally we would go and begin to do some other exercises on our back. If we were going into a more intermediate setting, but because we're going to keep it nice and simple, we're going to go into sideline, which we've done before for the legs, right? We'll keep it really easy, front, back, up, down, switch legs, leg beats, all that fun stuff, all right? So keep moving with me if you can. Lie down on the side body. You're going to line your whole body up with the mat. Bring the legs slightly in front of you in an L shape, all right? You have 2 options. Notice how my shoulders and ribs are out. So you pull the ribs in and up. Press down into the elbow so that way both shoulders go down. And then find anchoring in the lower leg. You can push the foot down on the floor or bend the knee. All right, you got 2 options. You can even tuck the toe. That's another variation that comes a little bit later, all right? Knee bend is always a nice choice because it helps you really anchor, all right? Feel the leg reach out. Find the abdomen. Watch the lines in your shirts and pants. It'll help you. You're going to kick that leg forward and kick it back. Front and back. To the front, to the back. We'll do 1 more. All right, so we did about 4. Then we're going to do a big circle around. All out to the side, all the way behind you and forward. It doesn't have to be this big. This is an exaggeration. Most people will do a lot smaller. But your goal is to activate the abs, activate the obliques, activate the glutes, and bring it forward. Stretch out the hamstring. Stretch out the inner thigh. Stretch the psoas, and then we'll reverse it. Same thing, forward to the back. Back, side, forward. 3 more. To the back, open side, to the front. To the back, side, front. 1 more time. Back, side, front. From this position, turn the bottom leg out, pick it up. 4, and down. 3, really keep the lower leg stabilized. 2, and 1. Good. Lower the leg, bring the inner thighs together, lie onto your belly, drop your head down, and give me leg beats before we go on to the second leg. Legs lift off the ground. Beat the heels together for 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel the difference in one leg versus the other because you already worked a leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more set for 10. Lower the legs a little bit closer to the floor. You'll feel more of a burn in the legs. Feel the belly lift off the bed. 3 more, 2 more, 1 more, and rest. All right, so same thing, opposite side. And here we go. All right, so this time we're going to go to your second leg, whichever that may mean for you. Prop up onto the arm. Legs come slightly forward. Press the bottom leg down. On the first side that I did is I bent my leg, right? Feel the shoulder blades move down so everything's turned on. Abdomen's connected, both hands behind the head. Kick the leg to the front, and back. All right? So try not to have too much action. The torso should be completely still. So that means the range of motion will be different for everyone. 2 more. Good. 1 more time. From here, front, side, back. So front, stretch out the hamstring. Side, stretch the inner thigh. Back, stretch the psoas. Utilize the abdomen. Utilize the oblique. Utilize the glutes. 2 more. All right. It's like you're going through water. Feel the bottom leg really work to stay still because it's not easy to do. Kick the leg to the back. So the glutes, oblique, forward. 3 more. Kick it back. Side, front. 2 more to the back. Feel the shoulder blades go down. If it's too hard for you to keep both hands behind your head, you can put one hand down. I should have mentioned that earlier. Good. And then from this position, we'll have the leg turn out, kick it up for 4 and lower. 3. Good. Feel the shoulder blades down. 2 and 1. All right. So we did those lovely front, front, back, back, right? Front, front, back, back. Front, front, back, back. 3 more. Good. And 2 more. And 1. And sometimes if one leg is a little bit stronger than the other, you'll feel the difference on the second side more than the first, all right? From this position, lie onto your back, and then I'll have you do a figure 4 so you can stretch out the piriformis. Ankle goes on top of the knee, stretch into the back, take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, and it should feel good, or fatigue. It should feel like you've utilized your legs and your abs. Switch it out, same thing, take a nice deep inhale. Exhale. Again, breathe and feel both sides of the pelvis stay evenly distributed on the floor. That's the hard part about doing this stretch. Good, and release. All right. So from this position, come all the way back up. And I want you to think about something that you personally need to do for your body that maybe hasn't been acknowledged this week. That could be a stretch. That could be a gratitude list for the mind. It could even be a swim, all right? And take the time out before the day ends to do it, all right? You can even do it now. So what I want to do to close is nice and simply, we'll utilize some of our yoga and we will do pranayama, which you're all very familiar with at this point, is the Nadi Shodhana, which is the alternate nostril breathing, yeah? So we'll do it here together to finish, and we'll do about 8 to 10 rounds. If you're familiar with it, you can get started, or if you need a new intro and you haven't done it in a while, it's a great opportunity to do it. You open up your right thumb and your pinky and your ring finger, all right? So it's like you have the only 2 fingers that are not exposed are the index and the middle finger, all right? You use your right index finger to close the right nostril, and you exhale through the left. Close the left side with those 2 fingers. Release the thumb. Exhale through the right. Inhale right. Close right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Let's do one more cycle. Inhale to the left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale through the left nostril. Good. Remove the hands, breathe regularly. Good. And then when you're ready, open your eyes. All right. I hope that was wonderful for you. If Nadi Shodhana is not very familiar, it is one of the most regulating things you can do for your body. It's safe for most, almost all. There's always a contraindication or an exception to the rule. But breathing deeply in our bodies is something that is not practiced enough, right? Especially given all of the different things that have become life over the past few months before we got into summer. So really, I'd love for you to take a time to reflect and do something in your life that really contributes and lends to being of service to your body and to yourself first, so you can do it for others. All right? Remember, you don't have to do it by yourself. You can always do it here together with me. And I will see you on our next visit. All right? Until then, I'm Natalie Rand, your Ayurvedic wellness specialist and your mover of all movements, but primarily Pilates and yoga. All right? Have a wonderful day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.